all of you walk around the side of the house along the path towards the sanctuary. Skipping the visuals, you guys eventually do get to the sanctuary proper, at least the outskirts of it. From your perspective, it looks like a graveyard with a large chapel in the center. The chapel itself seems to have multiple stories, different kinds of stained glass on the exterior, though since there's no light coming from the chapel itself, you can't see what the stained glass says. It's just dark outlines of windows to you, with maybe some glimpses of metalwork that would potentially show you something to the stained glass, but from your perspective at the moment, from your vantage point, you're unable to see anything in particular. Though the chapel is sitting in the center of this strange cemetery. The gates are iron wrought with white brick pillars every so often along this. It just kind of covers the entire circumference of the graveyard and the chapel. Behind the chapel, you see a large, almost dead tree. The gate is currently shut.
All right, what if we just go into this one? Guns are blazing.
Wait.
What if we find nothing?
What do they blaze?
Well, not me, because I have fire resistance.
Aren't we supposed to cure someone here?
Well, technically, if we burn it down and they die, isn't they technically cured?
No.
I
No.
agree. I like that.
I'm kidding. I'm not an arsonist.
I was also joking.
Raylan, I think you might actually be right.
No, Yeska, that's a fucked up thing to do.
No, look around, Raylan. This is a graveyard. Who needs to be cured here?
The undead, perhaps?
Exactly.
Wait, I thought we already did the graveyard. I thought that was a part of the,
What?
No, you baddie. That was in the maze.
well, there was a mausoleum. They're similar.
Sure.
Anyways, I suspect that we will be needing to cure less than living creatures to be, actually dead.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's just speculation.
A theory.
Alright.
A Yeska
I'll
theory.
Yeska.
So, Yeska, you kick the gate open?
Yeah.
Okay. The gate swings open, and the graveyard is there before you.
By the way, I wouldn't do that in a real graveyard, but this one's not real. Boing, boing, boing. We'll go to the chapel.
Wait, Yeska, these are bigger versions of the smaller things that are inside the courtyard. So technically, it is real.
Well, if you remember, Raylan, back at the winery, when the tower fell down, there was still the other tower there.
Yeah, but when we burned down the hedge field, wasn't that gone too?
Was it? I don't think so. No, it just became smaller, like it is in the real world.
Okay.
Anyways, Ray, let's keep going. Boing, 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 boing.
Yeah,
So Yeska begins to walk towards the central chapel. As you're walking in, Basher, the lantern that is currently at your waist begins to shake around.
But I pick it up and I look at it, like I hold it in front of my face. And say,
The little orb in the center is kind of dinging against the glass, trying to move in a certain direction.
And I'll say, I think the lantern wants us to go in a direction. And is it out of the graveyard or in a different,
So the chapel is currently in the center of the. Let me just draw a picture.
Yeah.
I don't know why I try to depict these things. Drawing a picture is so much easier. Saying about that. I'm gonna put the entrance here. It's not to scale. I'm just drawing a vague representation.
And if you look to your left, you'll see dead people. Look to your right. Yes. More dead people. There might be a hand sticking out in place or two. Don't mind those.
This is the entrance here. where Yeska just kind of kicked it open.
Well, that's lovely.
While the main chapel's up here, the lantern is currently dinging in this direction.
The lantern is pointing me this way, so I feel like we should go investigate what he is interested in.
Has he ever done anything good for us?
No.
No, not really. If we're being honest here, but
Yeah, didn't he kind of take you out your body?
yeah, but I think Yeska cured him of that.
All right, let's go.
Easy day.
So are you heading towards this chapel, or are you following the lantern?
We'll follow the little orb boy.
Okay. As you start walking through the graves, you notice that most of the headstones don't have anything written on them. They're just headstones. Some of them have little statuettes on top of them. Some of them don't. Most of the statuettes that are represented are of a woman that's kind of looking down. Looks a lot like the door knocker that you had seen before.
See, Raylan, I told you these don't belong to anyone.
Yeah, that's what that means.
Mm-hmm.
You also notice several different statues situated throughout the space. Most of them are holding their hands like kind of extended. A couple of them have lanterns on their hands, but there's no orb of light inside the lantern.
And is he still pointing me in a general direction, or like is he?
It's kind of moving you in a specific direction, nudging
Alright.
you as it goes along.
So I will keep following.
You kind of wind around until you're about here on the map. When you get to about there's a couple of different trees here and several more statues situated around the space. One of them is of a small boy who is currently holding his hand out, no lantern in his hand.
And I'll set him there.
Are you sure?
I
You wanna
feel
do
like
that,
this is where he
Asher?
belongs.
Well,
What if
we
he
don't
comes
know
alive?
what this does.
I just,
And this boy doesn't seem like he really knows either.
I mean, I feel like we've been led here to like this specific statue. This one's missing a lantern. I feel like in in most adventure stories that I read growing up, that's kind of you find the missing piece.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right.
sometimes the missing piece blows you up.
True.
Yeah, sometimes that's fair.
So
Fair
you
enough.
place the lantern on the hand.
Yerp.
Okay. You place the lantern onto the hand, and the hand closes. The little lantern doors open, and the globule floats and just kind of dips into the chest of the statue.
If he turns into a monster,
Yeah. It's my
We'll kill it.
responsibility. Yada yada. Yada yada.
You wait
All
a few
right.
Sam
moments,
running.
and you hear struggling from the statue. Mm, mm.
Vasher, fix it.
yeah.
And I'll take my claw. They're like my gauntleted fist, and I'll. Oh shit! I don't know. I was
I
gonna say,
will hit a kid.
is the statue still made of stone?
Do you feel it?
Yeah.
You feel the statue, and it is definitely stone, a fairly thick stone. On the interior, you do feel movement.
Do
And
you have any nitrous?
I'll punch the stone, I guess.
Okay, go and roll a
Oh
strength check.
my god.
Shattered. He died.
Oh, that's a 4.
With a 4, it is a stone statue, so you punch it, it hurts, and a small crack forms on the spot.
And Vasher's hand shatters, and he died.
Vasher, why
Would
don't
like
you
me
just...
to cast Shatter?
No,
Well,
no.
I'm very afraid that will destroy something. I'll. Shit, I don't want to kill this kid
Vasher,
by accident.
here, use one of your pittons and your little mace thing and tap it on him.
Ooh,
like you're
that's a
trying
good
to
point.
crack a
I'll
nut.
do that.
Okay, so you carefully start tapping on with the piton on the side of the statue. The statue is starting to shake a little bit. Excuse me. shake a little bit, with something struggling on the interior. After chiseling at it for a little bit, the crack kind of continues to form until it finally kind of breaks in. You see that the statue itself is maybe an inch thick, and the piton goes through, and the moment it does, you like air sucks into the statue, almost like it was a vacuum on the interior, and you just hear breathing and coughing from the interior of the statue.
Okay.
Help me.
Yeah, Vasher, fix it.
And I'll heal him by casting Lay on Hands.
He's still inside the statue. You broke a little hole.
Well, yeah, and I'm gonna keep trying to like pry away at the stone.
Okay. You keep trying to chisel the stone until eventually most of it, a good section, falls away, and the little boy stumbles out of the statue.
Ooh, and I'll catch him.
Where am I?
That's a very good question.
What?
Maybe
You're the dragon man.
Yeah, that is me. That is I. I found your soul and I brought it back to the statue where I guessed you're trapped. So, if you're in this one, and I look around and I see all the other statues, and then I think, and I'm like, oh, they're all dead already, aren't they? Yeah, you are at the scary house at the top of the hill.
You look around at all the other statues, and they are now facing you.
I think they're jealous.
Oh, hi, I'm Yeska.
They were not facing you before.
Nope, Pashi has to do that. You don't make them jealous.
Yeah.
Welcome to the place of
Did
Nah,
light.
that, did
are
that
you
come
a
from the
little
kid?
bastard, kid?
Did that come from the kid?
The little kid just clutches really close to you, Vasher, and starts like keeping his eyes to the ground.
Don't worry. What had happened in your adventure book next?
Oh, that's true.
It was just hypothetical. Normally a pathway open, and I look at the kid and there's like evil intent in his eyes.
What?
Go and roll insight.
Did a pathway open?
Alright,
Yeah.
we'll smack this kid.
18.
With an 18, you don't. No, I mean, like, sorry, I was gonna say you don't see a pathway. I mean, it's a scared little kid.
Where's the laughing coming from then?
Roll a perception check.
That'd be an 11.
With 11, you see a field of statues, all of which are currently looking back at you. You know, no pupils or eyes, are just kind of blanched, because they are statues. So I'm going to put you right here as a visual aid. Everyone else is there too. I'm just.
Has anybody read a statue book? Maybe that could help.
No.
Fair.
Are they
Looking immediately around, looking around the space, the laughter is getting closer. What was that, Leo?
I was gonna say, are the statues looking specifically at Vasher or just in generally our direction?
Looking at
Can I tell?
looking at all the faces, they look like they're looking at Vasher.
Telling
you they're jealous.
Hmm.
Does this giggling sound like the same that was in the actual town?
Like when we were walking up?
Yeah.
It does,
no.
it does sound very familiar. Yes.
Okay. Well, it might be a little girl again.
Maybe just one of the ghosts is really funny. You know?
That's the hope, isn't it?
Don't look at her face. She has
Well,
eyes.
They might be
Right.
upset that Vasher took one of the servants or the
One of
soldiers.
their
That does
friends.
seem to be the case, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we put it back?
Maybe they'll make you replace them.
What?
I'm not gonna put a child back in a statue. What the fuck?
Just a child. What has it ever done?
Just
I
paint him gray, he'll be
It
fine.
deserves.
Thatcher, there's children
I've
around.
We'll
done
come back
nothing
for it
crazy.
later or something.
It might be safer in the statue, you know,
True.
child.
I
Out
feel
here,
like we said
we've
a lot
seen
of
lots
things
of dangerous
we'd come
things.
back for.
Zala eats children.
Oh, we can't go back for them yet, Vasher.
Yeah, well,
We
that's why I
will.
don't want to lose him.
Are the gravestones still the same? Like with with their little things and whatnot?
All of the little adornments on top of the gravestones are now facing your direction.
That's interesting. Who wants to take up a body?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Probably won't be the last time either.
I want to see what's buried here.
God, I fucking hate.
All right.
Blades.
I'll pull out my glaive. And it'll
Pull out your
shine.
glaive.
It's moon touched.
And you what?
It'll glow because it's moon touched.
The glaive begins to glow in the immediate area. As soon as it does, you do notice that there are intricate runes that begin to highlight, kind of like a neon light, I guess. You know what I'm talking about? The black light over the space. These strange intricate runes seem to be carved or like drawn onto everything, but they look familiar. They look like the ones that you saw back at the temple in Barrymont.
Oh yeah, the
Oh, this
top of the hill.
Temple. Yeah, was it like the
Oh,
rune
Was it the ones on the statue?
or the runes inside the temple?
Right, yes.
Okay, so like okay. I think they're infernal, right? Did we know that?
Yes.
Okay.
Um
Hmm.
huh.
Oh, we might be seeing our friend.
Bad people, right?
yeah.
Oh, wait, is this her? Wait. Okay, okay. Tethrin, you saw her face, right?
Whose face?
The witch in the cave. Well, not in the cave, I guess.
Oh.
Lady on the mountain.
Yeah, back in Barrymont.
Yeah,
Does-
I did.
Does it look like one of those? I'll point to like the statue that looks like the knocker.
Does it?
Looking at it, there is a remarkable resemblance to what you remember.
Yeah, I would
mean,
say that it does. Yeah.
The image that like you had in that vision is kind of engraved in your mind, like so many things.
Yeah, I would say we're getting ourselves into that type of situation. So, yeah.
Good.
Okay. When I hear that, I'll rage.
You rage as holy light begins to emanate from you.
And it might be a waste, but I'm gonna actually it's pretty bad, but I'm gonna use my radiant consumption.
Okay.
That's when I glow up and I burn everyone close to me.
Okay.
Oh,
Two.
yes, good show.
Huh?
Any goal with this, or are you just using it?
No, I'm just using it.
Okay. What does everyone have to save?
No, they just take damage at the end of every turn.
I'm walking away. How up is it? Was that 10 feet or something?
Yeah, 10 feet.
Yeah. I mean, you guys were surprised by the first one. Go and roll damage on that real quick.
It's just
Alright.
3 flat radiant damage.
I was staying away.
And I want to look for the laughter.
Okay, go and roll a perception check.
Sure.
So everyone takes a solid 3 points of radiant damage.
1 point.
Control yourself.
Just a why.
And with a 9, yes, you're angry. You're not focusing right, and you're unable to find the source of the laughter. It feels omnidirectional.
Okay. The next time I hear it, I want to throw something at it.
Got it. But all of you are currently just standing in the middle of this graveyard. All the statues are facing all of you.
Yeah, and my radiant consumption lasts a minute.
Got it.
I'll
So
keep
the rest of the party is a good 10 feet away from you, as light is permeating from your sky.
So we're against just destroying the other statues, right?
I'm not actually against that. I feel like that could be the solution, but I'm not.
Why would you do that?
Well,
There are
all
several.
the other
People
ones.
in there.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they're dead. If we're just taking a guess.
And if it's that big of a deal, this child could be dead too.
What?
Are
Yeah.
you
You're dead.
dead? I'll kneel down.
I
Are
think he's
you
dead.
dead already?
Think so?
It's a shame. You're already dead.
Do
Vasher.
you bleed?
Yes.
What?
Vasher, immediately in your vicinity, there are several different statues. One of a young woman, one of another, actually two other small children, and then one very old man with a cane. Those are the immediate statues in your vicinity.
And is there anything written on these statues?
You'd have to have Yeska's blade with moonlight to
Evil
kill
dead
Oh,
woman.
no. I shed
There.
10 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light. And
from the blade.
well, from myself, but also the blade may be something.
Here, I can
similar.
cast light on something for Basher.
So from myself, I cast that, and from the blade, it is
The
15
blade
feet
matters.
of bright light and 15 dim, so even longer.
Okay. Then yes, on the statues in the immediate vicinity, there is more of that infernal writing, mostly on people's foreheads.
Damn, I
Says
wish I could
bitch.
read. Wait, yeah, can anybody read this?
No, I was joking.
No.
Okay.
I can if you give me 10 minutes.
I mean, we can wait the 10 minutes. If anything happens in between now and then,
No.
we'll know.
I mean, I also can. So yeah, we can tag team this stuff.
Well, you all wait here 10 minutes. I'm gonna go to the chapel.
Wait, that's a bad idea.
I'd rather
Don't
follow
go alone.
Yeska.
We're really doing anything here, so
Well,
I mean,
we're
trying to understand.
investigating.
We can walk and do it though, Tepin. So
Can we?
yeah, mineral pest. I'll have lost 10 HP and I'll stop glowing.
Okay.
But
Yeska stops glowing. The sword is still glowing, correct?
yeah, it always glows.
Okay.
No, make my way to the chapel.
Yeska starts walking to the chapel. Anyone else doing anything here?
No.
No.
nah.
Just
yeah.
keeping an eye out for the
Yeah.
creepy laugh.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Everybody?
Okay.
No, Leo. He said he's keeping an eye out.
22.
Mm.
For the 22, you start looking all around the graveyard. You see more and more statues just littered about, a few holding lanterns with no light, a few with no lanterns. And as you move your visual range across the field, you see a hooded figure staring right back at you. Just a face
Uh,
and two massive green eyes.
Told you not to look.
Show me
Yeah.
your
No,
eyes.
And you roll a Constitution saving throw.
okay.
Why don't you listen to me?
15.
With the 15, your vision goes dark momentarily. And something is currently caking on your face.
Oh yeah, that matching mask, bro.
I look away.
You look away, something is still growing on your face. You put your hands at the edges and you rip it away, and you have a perfectly scaled mask of your own face.
All right. I without looking, I throw it like a frisbee at that chick, and I head back with the group.
You throw it in the direction that you had seen it, and you hear the mask shatter in the distance. And you head back to the. You're still with the group
Yeah.
as
So
you guys are walking.
What
I'm
was
not
that?
messing around with that. It's that creepy girl y'all were talking about.
Did you
Where?
look at her?
The one that gives you a mask.
Wait, where?
I'll point in the
No, yes,
direction,
good.
but
Stop
don't look.
Stop looking.
Oh, look.
Yes,
God
you
damn
look.
it.
There's no one standing there.
She's probably, in the shadows.
Yes, we can make you a mask if that's what you want.
I don't want that.
I
I'll keep
think
walking
she's
to the
here to
chapel.
stop us. Let's go.
You guys make it to the front of the chapel. A set of wooden double doors are currently closed. Yeah, it's a set of large wooden double doors. There are door handles to be able to pull them open.
Oh, I was about to push them open. That's good. I'll pull them open.
You grab a
That
handle and
would
you
have been
pull.
embarrassing.
The entire thing goes and swings open. The smell of must and age just kind of rolls out of the chapel door. As you peer in, it is entirely dark in the interior. Dark vision doesn't seem to assist.
What about my glaive?
You stick your glaive forward. The light makes it about 5 feet and vanishes.
Oh, that's not so bad. I'll take a step in.
You take a step in. You have a small bubble of vision that you're able to see through, but something is limiting your capabilities to see. The floor is like paving stones, pocked with age and kind of jagged. A little bit of growth is breaking through the cracks. At this point, you can see a bit of the wall on your side. There are papers and stuff strewn about, like stuck to like a corkboard, all of which has gibberish written on it. None of it makes any coherent sense. That's about all you can see without moving any further.
Everyone, come on.
Of
Hmm.
course.
Should we get
Let's
one of
go
the
in.
lanterns?
All of you get into like Yeska's little sphere of light coming from his blade. Anyone else have any light sources they're using?
Yeah, I'll like cast light on my staff or something.
I'll do one better. I'll cast dancing lights.
Wait,
And I'll have 4 torch size lights. 20 feet from me, and they're just like in a circumference around us. Or in a circle around us.
The bubbles of
There's-
light only give you about 5 feet of visual light.
Alright, then I'll line them up so we can see
Like a
4
little tunnel.
Yeah, we can see a tunnel of 20 feet, 5 by 20.
Okay. As the dancing lights kind of get into position, it does reveal a little bit more to the room. There are statues adorning the sides of this like small hallway, the entry hallway that lead into the more large cathedral-like structure of the chapel. The statues don't seem to be like the people ones that are outside. These are just normal statues depicting the woman that is kind of looking down. The witch that you guys have been referring to.
Tommy, is this your mama?
No,
No, all right, good. Just yeah, want to make sure.
Weird question.
Well, if if it was his mom, we'd have a few issues.
Sure.
Or I
but
should say, I guess I would have a few issues.
you do. The only other thing you see is a velvet carpet that just kind of disappears into the darkness.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Really ailing.
Might as well walk the velvet road.
So you start pushing forward, and Zala, you do your best to orient the lights in the way that'll give you the best visual on the space around you. As you do, and you illuminate more of the ground around you, you do notice bodies on the ground. They look like they're shriveled and they've been dead for quite a long time.
Look at all
There-
those bodies.
There are no pews here. It's just kind of an open ground, and you see where the pews would have been, but it looks like they've been removed just to make room for all these bodies that are laying out.
Do the bodies seem like they have injuries, or do they seem like they just died?
Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Oh yeah, that shit bitch boy's good at. And by that I mean he's ass too.
With the 2, you look at the bodies, and I mean the malnutrition, starvation. You're not entirely sure. They just look
No.
shriveled and like they died in just agony.
Died of death.
Hmm.
Okay.
Could have had the life sucked out of him.
Does anyone have, some alcohol?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all have wine.
Kind of a weird
Can I-
request, but yeah.
Can I have some wine?
Why didn't you take it from the thing?
Because why would I carry wine?
Here.
What do you want the wine for?
I'll give him the finger in.
It's time to burn these bodies.
Oh, sure.
Hmm.
I'll pour a little bit of wine across the room.
Well, Zala, before you do
Yeah.
that,
Should we make
I
sure
think-
one's alive?
we may as well just bury them. We're in a graveyard after all.
That'd
You want
take
to do the
time.
work of burying them?
It's called cremation.
So you're just going to burn down the chapel.
Okay,
What if there's something we need in here?
then it will obviously. The heart isn't going
Is
to
it chapel
burn
made of
out.
wood?
The
Stone.
heart
mean,
isn't
most
going to
buildings will
burn.
normally
Look,
burn.
it's
They'll
made out
just
of
be
stone. We'll
scorched.
be fine.
I'll
I'm not
pick
going to cause a roaring fire.
Here,
I'll
Zala,
pick
Going to
rotate
cause
your
enough.
start to bring it out.
Zala, just rotate your lights a quick 3 times or
Okay.
so around the
Yeah, I'll
room.
do that.
Lights start
lights-
rotating.
Yeah.
Lights start rotating around the room, and you make out about 27 bodies on the ground. You haven't quite reached the far end of the chapel yet, though.
Listen, it's a guarantee that somehow they're going to come alive and attack us, and I'm not going to risk that. So I'll just burn some of them. Easy.
Zala, don't burn the chapel.
I'm not going to burn
Yeah.
the chapel down.
Well, we don't need to
How
burn.
are you going to
we don't
start
need
a
to burn these
fire
bodies right this moment, do we?
enough to burn 20 bodies without
What?
burning down the chapel?
Well, they'll
I'll start
eventually
taking
die
my
out.
body out.
You what?
I'll start taking the body I picked up out of the chapel.
Oh, okay, so you grabbed one of the bodies
Yeah.
and you kind of lifted them and put them on your shoulder. Incredibly light. You barely feel resistance or weight.
Does anyone have a shovel?
No.
No.
I'll cast mold earth to make a dent in the ground, a 5-foot cube.
Once you're outside, right?
Yeah, I'll walk
No.
outside and I'll
Okay,
say,
so-
"Here's your grave."
So Zala generously opens up the ground a little bit to allow a body to fit in.
Wow, that seems like it would be really easy to just bury all of them. I'll
Yeah, but I'm not going to.
I'll lay him
Worth it now.
You lay the body down with as peacefully as you can. The dirt is still around it.
Wait, better idea. I'll cast mold earth in like a big squares to make like a 20-foot cube that's 5 feet deep.
A mass grave.
Okay.
All right, we'll bury all the bodies here. Will that make
Earthbend.
you happy?
Zala
Yeah.
Earthbend style drops the ground in a patch that doesn't have any graves on it yet.
That's
I'll
what you want?
consider it.
Fine. I'm not going to help you move these bodies, but there you go.
fine with me.
I mean, do y'all want to
I'll start
compromise?
picking
and-
up multiple bodies. I'm sure I can carry.
Yeah, like you
Good
could probably
amount.
carry about 6 at a time. They're so light.
Yeah.
As you're carrying bodies out of the chapel, the darkness is rescinding. Eventually, you get all the bodies into the pit, and the shadows from the interior of the chapel vanish.
Great.
All the bodies are respectfully laid out inside of the pit.
I pour wine into the pit.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Pour,
Pour one out.
I
you
don't think this
pour.
wine is as flammable as you perceive it is.
It's wine. It's fine.
It's just a matter of helping the torch start.
It's just, yeah.
So
Why are we burning?
you pour the wine onto the bodies. As the bottle glugs and splashes onto the grave, the bottle eventually empties.
And I'll take out the single torch I have from my backpack and I will just light it and throw it in. And that's it.
Okay.
It might work, it might not. I'm not concerned.
You light the torch and you drop it into the pit. The fire immediately catches on the wine and on the couple of bodies that it had consumed. That the wine had splashed over. The
Great.
fire immediately begins to burn.
Perfect. Back into the church.
You notice that the black and white nature of the space, wherever the fire is lighting from these bodies, subsides, and it turns into a color motif.
On that
Interesting.
note.
And you see more and more as the bodies begin to be consumed of this space turning into from monochromatic to color.
I don't think she had the right idea.
Yeah, Yeska, are you seeing this?
As flakes and ashes from the body begin to float up into the sky, a few of them look like motes of light, and they begin to zoom in random directions around the graveyard.
Someone should
Zoom,
watch
zoom,
where they're
or
going. Watch. We should keep track.
Every once in a while, you see one land into one of the lanterns and just go ting, 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 ting.
Why aren't they going in the bodies?
Because I think that their bodies are gone now.
Ting, 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 ting,
Oh,
ting,
so I've just
Yeah.
trapped all their souls in lanterns.
Well, let's do an experiment.
Oh, that's one step forward.
Let's go
I'll,
see what it
I'll
looks
go
like.
to the closest one.
You go up to the closest one. You notice that the little orb of light also have this strange, like swirling of dark, like almost silver, light around it.
Mm.
All right, Basher, you know what to do.
What, with the breaking the statues open?
No, look at the lantern.
I look at it.
You remember that the boy's soul was just a pure white light. These have that strange silver, like almost dark light around it.
Oh, yes, I don't want to pick those up again.
Well, what choice do you have? We have to cure them.
Like,
Oh,
can just like do a spell or something, and like,
I could try. I want to try and cast ceremony on one of the lanterns.
Okay, what ceremony are you going to perform?
Atonement. Wait,
Okay.
no. Yeah, atonement.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Just kidding. That's such a high DC. Oh my God. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna try and do that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just grab one.
Okay. You grab one of the lanterns. The rest of you just watch as Vasher grabs a lantern and then falls to the ground. Vasher, you're standing in the same space that you were before, and you're holding the lantern.
And I look around.
You look around. Everyone else is looking down at your feet. You look down, and your body is currently prone on the ground, holding the lantern. Help me! I need to find Mother. Please,
I'm starting to understand that Mother is not who I think she is.
please. She'll know how to deal with this.
Look, are you evil?
We just need to get to Mother.
No,
She'll
we
know
can
what to
cut
do.
this. I've already been through this once. Can you just like explain in like simple terms?
But Mother knows all. She can explain it in the
God.
simplest of terms.
All right, and then I'll just touch Yeska.
You touch Yeska, and your hand just kind of goes through. If you recall, Yeska was asleep.
Yeah, you're right. Sheesh. What did we do to fix this?
Wonder what's taking so long.
I feel like we knew what was going to happen as soon as he went to touch the lantern. So
Well,
Yeah.
it's not his fault. Someone
Well,
told
last-
him to.
Last time he came and got me.
I don't know. I'll try poking at Tethrin's brain then.
You walk over to Tethrin and you just start passing your hand through his head.
well, just so we don't get attacked by ghosts or something, should I set up the bubble just for safety, or what do y'all think?
I actually don't think that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
All right, I'll sit down and.
Basher, go ahead and roll a perception check as Tethrin begins to perform a ritually cast the bubble.
That would be a 21.
21, still holding the lantern in your hand. Looking at the chapel, it is bright. Torches are on the interior.
Well, logically, that's the way to go. Right? And I'll, guess I'll head that way.
You walk into the chapel. Looking about the space, you see pews and people currently praying inside of the chapel. The statue of the woman that is normally downcast is no longer downcast. She's looking up. Beautiful, firm features. Both of her hands upraised with green fire currently burning from both of the hands. All the people have their hands clasped together. so tightly that they are bleeding from where their fingers like intersect with the back of the hand.
Cultists. Well, this explains what I was looking at earlier.
You see around each of their necks a kind of like bracelet, not bracelet, sorry, a neck brace thing, with a tether that flows out of the chapel. One of them is connected to the small orb in your lantern.
Hmm. I don't know what to do in this situation. I look back. Can I see Tethrin's bubble?
Tethrin is currently casting something.
I guess I will move in towards the place. So there's like a line from this lantern to someone's neck.
Right. They seem to be on the second row from the main statue.
Like they're super close.
Hmm?
Like they're really close to the statue.
Yeah, they're very close to the main statue at the front.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try and like sneak in.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Alright. And I'm assuming since I'm a ghost, it's not a disadvantage because I'm not wearing
You
armor.
don't know if you're a ghost or not.
Ghost?
So is it a
16.
disadvantage?
Probably not.
Okay. I was like, it's only a disadvantage if I'm wearing the armor. Alright, yeah, 16.
So you move into the spaces quietly and reverently as you are able to muster. As you move closer, you eventually make it to the second pew with the gentleman that is currently praying very fervently.
And I'll try and like connect the lantern to him.
You move the lantern closer to him, and it kind of pushes up against him. He ignores it and continues to pray. You're kind of just poking him with the lantern.
Okay, so that didn't do anything. I'm gonna try and walk out of the chapel.
You start moving away from the gentleman. You're able to get out of the chapel.
Okay, and I'm gonna go to where Tethrin is at, and I'm gonna try and release the lantern and see what happens this time.
Okay. You try to let go of the lantern. Go and roll a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Shin, 14.
You feel the compulsion to want to hold on to the lantern, and eventually you're able to let go. The lantern clatters to the ground. You're still a spirit.
I would like to walk towards my body and try to like reassert myself into it.
You walk into your body and you drop back in, and you wake back up.
Well, I see all the souls of the people in the chapel. They're all praying to the statue, and the statue is much happier. In the nether realm.
Why
Okay.
didn't you just do what you did last time?
Well, what I did last time is entered your dreamscape, and then you helped me. So either you need to be asleep, which that feels like a risk, or we all enter the dream realm and go and kill whatever's in the chapel.
You know what? That doesn't sound so bad. I'll pick up the lantern.
Yiska picks up the lantern and immediately collapses.
Damn it.
Oh, I probably should have checked if I had my weapons on me when I was in there.
Yeah. That would have been good to know.
All right, hold on, and I grabbed the lantern again.
Oh my
The
god.
same one that you had.
Wait,
Yeah.
You grab the lantern, nothing happens.
Ah, damn it. All right, these things have charges on them.
well, no, wait. Didn't Yeshka take the lamp that you just did? That you were trying?
No, he took a different one.
He did? Okay.
Yeah, there's
never mind.
and I point all around us. I'm like, there's a ton of them.
There's
Right.
27 to be exact.
Then let's go grab another one and report back to us.
Okay, and I go and do that.
Yeah, at this point, should we all just go in?
No, I'm gonna wait back for
because
a
if we
report.
don't have our weapons, then we don't like know what's gonna actually happen when we
Alright,
go in there.
but if you two don't have your weapons, then you get fucked.
Well, the greatest weapon is your mind. All blart.
For some
Oh,
of
Oh,
us.
honestly, that's also a good point.
Yiska.
Actually, hold on, wait. Oh, okay.
You appear in the space that Vasher was kind of like depicting. You're currently holding onto a lantern, and you hear a voice in your head say, I need to get to Mother. She'll be able to help us."
Yeah, sure. I think the same thing. She's
All right.
in there?
Yes, this way. And starts leading you into the chapel.
Yeah.
You make it inside of the chapel, and you see the thread is leading you to one of the back pews, to a younger gentleman that is currently fervently praying.
All right, now what?
Now you need to listen to Mother's sermon. She'll tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
So you turn and look at the statue.
Yeah, sure.
The statue is looking back at you, and you hear voices, words entering into your mind. Yeska, I need you to roll for sanity.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
What do you
all
need?
right.
Roll a D100.
A D100. 8. 8. A 62.
62. Okay. As the words begin to permeate into your mind, you feel strange. Like the reality isn't what you thought it was. All of a sudden, you see like infinite spaces breaking open and trying to tear your mind apart. As it does so, go ahead and roll an intelligence check. Mind you,
Let's check.
with this intelligence check, you want to fail it. You don't want to succeed. Succeeding means you understand the gravity of what is pushing through your mind. The DC is 13.
Sounds like it's win-win to me. 8. 14.
Oh.
An L.
As this is kind of filtering into your mind, you hear finally something coherent, something that's drawing you back into an actual reality, something that you can cement your mind into. As you do, you hear the voice say, "Join me. I can give you anything and everything you could ever need. I can take you back to your father, Tommen. Everything will be as it should." You see a woman standing before you as the infinite space is filtering around you. She extends her hand.
What color are her eyes, and am I charmed?
You are not charmed. Her eyes are bright green.
I look down at my waist. Am I wearing like my normal clothes?
No, you're naked, idiot.
You are not. You're wearing robes that you don't recognize. They have a strange insignia of a single eye.
In that case, I'll punch her.
Roll the hit.
8. 25.
25 to hit.
Yeah.
You wind up and go to punch this woman, and as you make contact with the general area of her face, she is unmoving. 25 misses. As you strike into her form, almost like reality begins to shatter in on itself again. And she says, "You, like everyone else that has denied me, will suffer. Yeska. I know your name now. Return to your world." Next time we meet, I will consume you.
Yeah, good luck.
Everyone outside, Yesu's body vanishes.
Oh,
What?
Champion.
Saved your world, boy.
That didn't happen with you. You didn't say that would happen, Basher.
No, I did not experience. I suspect I didn't experience
Uh,
the same thing he did.
I
Why
think
did
he
we
got
let
taken.
Yeska go in alone?
Well, we was about to go back in with him, and I'm not really sure what happened.
Look for a statue
Yeska,
that has him.
you take 115 points of psychic damage.
Oh, instant kill. Instant kill.
Wait.
Actually, yeah. Oh no, wait, 115. No, not insta kill.
No, you're not instant killed.
Close though. Close.
Yeah.
How? What?
Double.
I'm actually not insta killed. Yeah.
Yes,
What
come
else?
on, boy.
That
Oh, yes, he's
quad
a
killed
barbarian.
me.
No, it's just barely not.
Did you say quad kills you?
Yeah.
That would be like level 1. Level.
Where Yeska's body was, almost like a rupture appears, like a crack in reality, like glass shattering.
I'll stick my hand through it.
It doesn't. You can't stick your hand through it. It's just like visually, it looks like something's broken in that space.
Yeah.
Do I recognize it at all? Have
Actually,
I
yeah.
seen-
Tether and Zala, both of you go and roll Arcana checks.
Arcana. Yum.
25.
Yeah, I'll let Dethan lead.
Tether, you recognize this as a tear in reality, a break in the space between spaces.
Yeah, hey, poof. This one's gonna be tough to explain. So basically, he was here, right? And now he's not. And this here is kind of like this extra dimensional space between planes, which doesn't exist, but it does exist at the same time. Does that make sense?
What?
Did Tether cut out for you guys?
Yeah,
Yeah, he also got into an interdimensional.
Wait, I've read about this also.
Yeah.
Tethrin gave me his book on this.
Anyway, as I was saying,
It's,
can you hear me?
it's essentially just a space that exists between our planes. A place that you shouldn't be able to go to, yet you can.
Zala, looking at it.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's basically what I said. I explained it better, obviously, but yeah, that's more or less what I said. So.
Zala, looking at it, it looks like the inverse of what you've seen before.
It's
The
very
colors-
dangerous.
The colors, the patterning, everything looks backwards. You've seen a tear in the space between spaces from the outside. This looks more like a tear from the inside of the space between spaces.
What the?
I'll
In
look-
essence, to dumb this down for you guys are inside the space between spaces right now.
right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeska's
Yeah.
just been
Pulled out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
forcibly
so-
ejected.
So, Basher.
Zala, you went in and got out. How'd you do it?
I don't know. I literally fell into a rift and then fell back out.
Wait, so you've been here?
In a way, it's all different. When I did it, was just just a whole bunch of colors, chromatic colors everywhere, a tunnel of light.
Wait, do we? Never mind.
It was not monochromatic like this. But with the way these colors are, it looks like it's leading out.
There's a way for us to follow.
If we solve the last puzzle, then
Can
I'm
I
sure of it.
use
Yes.
a divine sense just real quick, just to see if I pick up anything?
Sure. As you cast Divine Sense and you look about the space, you do sense something. Two somethings. both of them evil, nefarious in nature.
Hmm.
One of them back towards the entrance of the graveyard, and one inside the chapel.
I feel like our best shot at the heart is inside the chapel, and if that's what we need to go and find Yeska, then that's where we need to go.
All right,
Yeah,
one
that's
second. Can one of you talk to it with the message shit?
I'm so sick of talking to things.
Oh yes, but that thing has Yeska.
Yeah, which is why I refuse to go in and simply talk to it. I don't think that's going to solve many issues here.
Well, just want to know the motherfucker's alive.
Question. So this rift, is it just like it looks just like a crack? Like it looks like a crack in glass, but like in space itself.
Right.
And I can't
that's
go
weird.
through it.
You can't. Your hand just kind of goes into the area, and your hand looks normal. It's just the space seems ruptured, and it looks like it's diminishing. It looks like it's slowly healing.
Everyone step back real quick. If my magic goes awry, it's possible I could cause a bigger rift and we might just escape. It's a possibility. It's worth trying. So I'll cast Shatter just to see if I can cause some sort of magical rift to happen.
Okay.
Hey, wait, cast Shatter at the rift.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's
directly.
the goal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then Zala, go ahead and roll D100 for me.
It's all
Well, you better not
symbolic.
miss.
It's all symbolic.
You come at the king.
87.
I feel like that's a good roll, honestly.
1 second.
That's an 18.
I like it.
You know?
That's pretty high.
That's
I like
pretty
to think
high,
that
yeah. That's
higher-
pretty high.
Yeah, I like to think that higher is more powerful.
Yeah.
And in this case, that's probably worse.
Well, you
So
know what they
that's
say:
good.
bigger number, better person. So.
You blast the energy of shatter in the direction of this strange rift, and all of a sudden your magic immediately goes wild as the chromatic energy begins to spew from you. You're unable to control the sensations, the magic of any kind, and the shatter energy just continues to expel into this rift, and you see it shatter as it cracks and breaks in on itself, just kind of ripping apart the area. Snow begins to drift out from the other side.
All right.
All right, I
Go
think
on
it's
the other
working.
side.
Yeah,
Do
can
we
we
need
try to
some
go
more?
through? Or I'll try to go through.
Hamilton is on the other side.
Zala, you take 6 points of other damage.
Yeah.
Other death.
Yeah, I'll try to go through it.
Okay. Tethrin, you walk up to the strange break in reality, and as you do, it's not compatible with what the reality is. You're having a hard time pushing yourself through it, and Zala's still trying to hold it open. You continue to push through, and eventually you manage to make all your way entirely out of the space.
If anyone else is going, you have to go now. I can't control how much shattering is gonna happen.
Oh, fuck
Zala,
it.
you take another 3 points of other damage.
I'll try to go in. My boy's in there.
I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna go last. Because
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for Zala.
Raylan, you try and push through the same as you saw Tethrin. The walls of the shatter are beginning to close again. As you do, you manage to break free and into the other space. One more person can go through if they wish. If not, the rift will close.
Vasher, Yeska's going to need your help.
Zala,
Alright.
you take another 4 points of.
I'll
damage.
hop through if Yeska's on the other side.
Jessica's on the other side.
I'll push through. I'll just take my claw and just whoosh, and
And
try
as
and
the
jam my way
entire rift
through.
is closing in on you, almost threatening to crush you with the immensity of reality, you push through to the other side, and Zala, you release the spell. The rift space vanishes, and everything looks normal.
I'm sorry, Leo. It seems that I've trapped us here.
No, there's got to be another way out. This doesn't feel like what was supposed to be the way out.
No, it was not. But perhaps they'll have an easier time finding the heart their own way.
I don't think the heart is where they are. I think it's here.
Right. What's...
God damn it, dude.
Yeah, he does have the key. I thought about that, but
Why are we
he
so
already
stupid?
left.
Why did we go? This is so dumb.
This has really got out of our hands, but I'm just trying to do, nice things.
Tethering.
Mhm.
You emerge from the side of the rift into a snowy exterior. It is still nighttime. The rift behind you is crackling with insane energy. Maybe 30 feet away, you see the snow has been slid, and you see Yeska limp on the ground.
I'll go up and feed him a health potion.
Oh, can I make death saves?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Make 3 death saves, please.
Oh, 3.
Oh,
I'll never die.
Jesus.
I'll never die on 3. Oh wait,
Oh,
is there a way I can make on roll 20, or should I just
Just
roll?
roll 3d20.
It's just D20.
yeah. It should.
Just roll a
it should-
d20 to do it 3
Do
times.
them one at a time for suspense.
There should be a death save option.
All right, I'll roll them one at a time. E
I don't know. You can't. That's stupid.
8. That's one fail.
You fail.
Oh, dun,
14. That's one success.
Save.
So I need a nat 1 to die. Eat. Yeah, not even close. Not even close. Not even close.
2 successes, 1 failure.
Yeah,
Tether,
I have health potions. I'll go give him a health.
you rush up to him. You turn Yeska over, and his entire body is just still quaking with odd energy. His eyes are currently glowing a bright green, and he sounds like he's almost choking. Yeska, do another death save for me.
Oh, sure.
Shin.
Eat. Not even close. I'm alive. I'm alive.
And stable.
As the green energy begins to dissipate, he's now convulsing as you place the health potion into his mouth.
It's what, 2d4 plus 4?
Yeah.
A 9 health.
9 health.
Raylan appears through the rift as well.
Oh, what the fuck? Is he fine?
No.
No. Okay.
He will be, I assume.
Did you give him anything?
I did.
Okay.
Yeska, first of all, I need you to annotate somewhere on D&D Beyond because this skill check isn't there. But you have lost 18 points of sanity.
Ugh.
Oh, okay. Notes.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
You have an overall amount of 100. 18 is a colossal amount of
Sanity.
sanity, though.
It's like the forest. Blake would have loved this.
But yeah, you've lost 18 points of sanity from your overall score. From now on, your character is susceptible to sanity checks.
Okay.
As your eyes kind of blink open, you can't quite tell if this is real, if it's fake.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. You with us? You good?
Am I?
I hope so.
Well, you did kind of just get shunted through planes unexpectedly.
Yeah.
And it was, I think, your soul and your body separately, and luckily they converged here. But, no, you don't seem okay at all. You seem
Yeah.
almost completely dead, actually.
The fuck happened?
I'll clench my fists. I saw her. The witch.
The name echoes in your mind. Inescapable. Lemundar.
Oh, Lemundar. I remember Lemundar. Yeah, the same witch from before. Lemundar.
I'll help Yeska back to his feet.
Does Vasher come through the portal? The rift?
Their last person to rips out of the rift before it vanishes behind.
Where did you come from?
Same place you did.
Yeah.
Where we were, and
Came through your
I'll-
hole.
I'll walk up and give him my last 2 points of lay on hands.
You get an additional 2 points of healing.
2 points. Almost full health. Where's everyone else?
Probably coming in a second. Actually, did it just close? Is just close?
No,
Yeah, not coming.
Zala closed the portal, so we're stuck on one end and they're on the other.
It's not so
Well,
much close the portals. That's all been much of a choice.
yeah.
Sure.
I
Yeah, I don't
like
think
that.
she would have closed it by herself.
She could have died.
That
Looks
being
like she was getting
said,
hurt.
Where are we? I'll look
they
around.
don't.
You go around your immediate vicinity. You recognize the location from the small flashbacks that you've been having. This is the Drent House, the actual Drent House. But something's odd. As you look away from the hill that you are currently on, at a certain distance, everything turns black and white. The rest of the city, outside of your vicinity, is not what it should be. It is monochromatic, whereas everything inside of this bubble, you could almost call it a snow globe. Seems to be untarnished.
Huh.
You are just as trapped as the other party.
Lemondar. I'll reach for my glaive. Is it still there?
Yes, it is there.
All right. I'll pull it out and I'll start walking to the door.
Fuck. Okay, he's
Yeah,
backing at it.
Hobbling towards the door, occasionally tripping on his own feet, just from the sheer exhaustion. Oh, yeah, 2 points of exhaustion now, by the way.
Oh, Pog,
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck.
Half speed.
As he's hobbling towards the front door, snow is drifting down around you guys. You can see the facsimiles of all the places that you've been so far, much smaller and more neutral than before.
Yeah, yes,
Yes,
yeah.
Yeska makes it to the front door.
Look, Yeska, I know you're raring to go and shit. Anger, I'm guessing, but you need to chill.
Lemondar, I have to. I'll push the door open.
Door swings
No.
open with almost no effort, as the interior is completely ransacked.
I'm grabbing
Dressers and banisters are completely torn apart. It looks like maybe bandits have been through here.
Sure, help me stop him.
Yeah, I'll run up. I'll say, Yeska, we need to sit for a second and think.
Lemon. Huh?
You
We
need
need
to
to-
go him.
What do you mean?
You,
Where we got to the house?
yeah, but your mental state ain't looking too good right now.
I'm just fine.
And I'll look deep into Yeska's eyes. Yeska,
Oh.
you're here, and you need to rest for a moment. Take a breath
In my
and
arm.
sit down. And I'll give him a kiss on the forehead.
Oh my god.
Do you rest, Jessica?
I'll make this be Iron Man versus Thor. Thor?
Roll for Lemondar.
No.
I'll sit down.
Jessica sits on one of the armchairs that isn't destroyed here in the main entryway of the Drent House. As all of you kind of relax and try and figure out what's going on, from above, you hear movement, footsteps, in one of the upstairs rooms.
Just had to kick the door. Look, Vasher, do you want to keep watch over him? I can probably see
Yeah,
what's happening upstairs pretty quietly.
I think that's a good idea, and I'll also say I think he's been tainted by the ill.
Zay says, "I don't get me closer to him."
And I'll walk towards Yeska and I'll sit next to him on the ground.
Shouldn't we go with him?
Now Raylan's gonna be real sneaky and scout ahead. It'll be okay. You
It's not gonna
breathe.
be okay.
Yeska, Everything will be just fine. You suffered a traumatic event.
It's not fine. It's not fine. Come on.
Raylan, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
If Yeska tries to stand up, I'm gonna like
Oh, no.
forcefully, but like
13.
gently, like set him
but
back down.
there's no divide. You either forcefully or you jump.
Yeah.
That's
You know how you
true.
can either like
Yeah,
throw
you can
somebody
force
down, or they can like stand up and you can like give a lot of resistance to them.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But
It's self-controlled force. Like it,
okay. No,
I'm
I
not gonna slam him.
I understand what you're saying. You're gonna not give as much like you're gonna prevent as much collateral damage as possible.
Violent
Yeah.
but not lethal.
Raylan,
I'm gonna punch him, but soft.
Raylan, you go upstairs and start following the noises. Eventually, you get to a set of double doors that are slightly ajar. As you kind of push that door open from the interior, you see a woman walking back and forth. She looks disheveled. Looks like she hasn't bathed in weeks. She has scratch marks all along her arms, and her fingernails are pretty much just ripped out of her hands. Looks like she's continually like scratching at her own arms and just muttering to herself, "Lemundar, Lemundar, 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 Lemundar."
She's just
Behind her,
crazy as him.
you see a shard of glass that is glowing a bright green. And there's an eye staring out of the glass. As the eye is tracing the woman moving back and forth in the space, the woman's eye is clearly glowing green. The eye in the glass looks directly at you. And that's what we're going to pick up next time.
Bye.
Fuck.